Hello, it's Yvonne with Planning with Purpose. Um, you are here because I invited you to join me on my journey with journaling. I had shared with you one of my books that I have been trained on, worked with the author in a course, and it's titled Artwork Journal. I'm going to put all the links to everything that I share here in the comments section when I post it. But this is going to be a daily thing for 5 days. I'm going to be posting on how I use a journal to journal and mindfully think through all of the necessary things in life. I am a former teacher. I taught for 35 years in the public schools. And towards the end of my career, we started working on mindfulness in the classroom. So that's when I pinged on that term mindfulness. And I liked it because it made me calm myself. It helped me support my students with language of self-worth, um, understanding that they are good and they are loved and they are a valued person in our classroom. So I took that and thought, I need to apply that to my life. You know, every day we're running here and running there. We don't have time to sit and just think about ourselves. So, with this mindfulness journey, I have started to do a journal. I have many journals. I'm going to share with you on this screen here. I hope it's working. Let me do this here. By means, I am not any pro at going through all these buttons and systems and things here. So here you're going to see that I have brought my collection of journals and so I have many journals that I have collected along the way. They are from our TulaXii collection of journals. Big ones, small ones, little ones. I got them upside down. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm not an expert at all this. It's just a work in progress, and I wanted to share what I have gained through all this. Many journals are available, and we can talk about that and go through that later if you'd like. This purpose is just to understand how to use a journal and make it work. It's also journaling on your iPad. So many, many ways. You can have big journals, journals that are free for you to use and explore the page. It is an art in itself. Um, so that is what I wanted to show you, that there are many journals. You don't even have to have a journal. You can just get a piece of paper. But the process that we go through on this first lesson, and it's talking about the sacred self. And in it, she talks about, you know, artwork journaling is free and it is helpful. And we go through our lives and our jobs and our families, always doing for others and not thinking about ourselves. We are sometimes healthy, selfish, and healthy, unhealthy selflessness. So today's lesson is all about the sacred self. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just demonstrate it. So again, you can watch this over and over. You can watch it once and be done. It's up to you. I just want to be a part of a community where I can show what I've learned and help others. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my journal that I have from Tula. It is called Storyteller. And I like these because everybody has their story to tell. And inside, you'll see wonderful pages that you can share. You can have this side here is set aside for the drawing, doodling. On this side here is the reflection side. So first, I'm going to just start us on a practice of mindful breathing. That is one thing that I know when we were in the classroom, it is hard to mindful breathe. What does it mean? So I have my app and I used it every day in the classroom. This is from the Calm app on your phone, tablet. My favorite one was teaching my students at the very beginning how to start mindful breaths, mindful thoughts. And this one, it just takes 3 minutes and it's a really cool one. And I'd like for you to join me. It's called Blowing Candles. So I'm going to play it here.
My name is Tamara, and I'm going to teach you an exercise called a blowing candle meditation. It's 3 minutes long, so give it a try and see how it feels. Find a spot to sit, either on the floor, on a chair, or anywhere that feels comfortable. Rest your hands in your lap or on your knees, and when you're ready, close your eyes. Keep your back nice and tall like a mountain. Make sure you feel relaxed. And just notice how it feels to relax in a still, quiet place. Now take a slow, deep breath. And when you're ready, blow the air out slowly, like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Blow as slowly as you can. Take another deep breath, nice and slow. And blow the air out again. Try this a few more times on your own now. Breathing in and out. Blowing out the birthday candles. Good. Keep your breath nice and relaxed. Blowing in and blowing out the birthday candles. Try it again just a few more times. Let your breath relax so it feels natural. Just notice how you feel. Then, when you hear the sound of the bell, gently open your eyes. Wonderful job concentrating on blowing out the candles. Know you can try this meditation anytime. Congratulations.
Okay, so 3 minutes never seemed that long before, right? When do you do this? You need to find a time. Find a time in the morning to chisel out a piece of mindful breathing, mindful breaths, mindful journaling. Or if you prefer, evenings when it's a downtime. Kids are in bed, grandkids have gone. Pick a time that you know that you can complete this. My journaling can take 5 minutes, 15 minutes, longer if I have a lot to draw, right? Also, it's learning to be okay with what you're writing and drawing. We have a whole lesson that they work in the book about doodles, and doodle is a doodle. You can make it anything you want, and don't feel self-conscious. Make sure that you're happy with what you're drawing. Okay, a little bit more as we go through the week. I'll talk a little bit more about all these pieces that are in this book. You can even take the course yourself. And again, I will link everything in the bottom comments if you're interested in learning all about heart work journaling. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the journal page itself, and we're going to look at it and see how it looks. We're going to find our supplies that we want to use for the day. You can use colored pencils. You can use pen. You can use pencil itself, just a plain old pencil. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write some words on the page. And again, this is something that you can do anytime. You can rewatch this video over and over again. So the first piece, we're going to draw the title, and that's going to be Sacred Self. Try and make it as clear as I can here. I'm using pencil, so it might be hard. On this side, I'm going to write the word healthy, selfless. And again, that, the pen just went. Always something that makes our lives a little bit tricky. Okay, we'll go to pen. Go with the flow. So again here, we're just going to write underneath healthy, selfless, self-questioning. Is that healthy? Self-doubt. Self-reflection. All good things, because you do have to question sometimes what you're doing. You do doubt yourself at times, but always go back and reflect on that. This side, we have healthy, selfless. Okay, we have self-loving. That's hard to do. Self-regarding. It's hard to look into our own self and understand we are important, that we are in need of love and care. Self-seeking. Self-directed. Okay. Now, down at the bottom, I'm going to go to the bottom of my page. This is the unhealthy thought processes. Selfish. You might think it's an egocentric view. We have the narcissist view. Total self. Okay. And then we have the unhealthy, selfless. Writing all these down because this is the verbiage that you want to listen to, think about when you're looking at your journal. Over generous. People do that a lot and take away from themselves. Martyr. doormat. Some of these things are words you've heard before. Codependent. Okay, so you can see why unhealthy, egocentric, narcissist, total self. This is just looking into yourself. Now, I'm going to divide this into two. And on the top, I'm going to write this. I'm lovable. I'm worthy. And I'm enough. All this is what we worked in the classroom a lot. And so here, just doodle yourself. A doodle is a doodle. The big heart here. Give yourself some hair. Maybe you've got it in a bun today. Love yourself. So that's what it says. Self-loving. Take a minute to look at yourself in a mirror. Tell yourself what's good about you. You have a good heart. You're kind to others. You're loving. You can do as much you want or as little. But also understanding I am imperfect at times. I make mistakes. But that's okay. Any of you are already thinking about yourself sometimes in this position? Now, looking at yourself from inside, kind of have to be a scientist. Put your glasses on and study yourself. Look at yourself as a science experiment. What do you want to study about yourself? What do you want to learn about yourself? Reflect. That's what mindfulness does a lot. So then this speech bubble might say, look at this. It isn't serving me. So get rid of it. Think about that. Just get rid of these things to know that if it's not helping, don't do it anymore. And just to study this whole piece is so uplifting and understanding. Now, you may have some people that are coming to mind when you think about this bottom portion. And this one is a lot of people asking, please love me because I don't believe I'm enough. On this side, we have somebody that thinks a lot about themselves. They're on the throne here. They are always correct. They like to tell you they're correct. They like to make you feel they are always correct. Again, doodle's fun. Doodle away. Your drawings can look fun. They can look silly. They can look whatever you want. It's your journal. And this person is saying, me. Me, me, me. That's all they say. It's all the messages that come through. Look at me. And when it doesn't go their way, they work hard to undermine your values and undermine your feelings. Now, here, if you are that over generous person, that person that is always giving, that's taxing. Because when you do that, you kind of take away from your value. You just try anything. You're on your bended knees to ask for somebody. Let me love you. Let me take care of you. You are great. You. We need a balance. Okay. Unhealthy. You do everything for everybody else and you don't think about yourself. Unhealthy. Selfish. That means you're thinking only of yourself. You're egocentric. You're narcissist. Your total self is all about you and everything that you want to accomplish. So all these things kind of go in a circle, but we want to meet in the middle. See what I mean? You can fill this page up any way you want. And try and bring it out as far as I can here. A little glitch there. I will take a picture of this journal. I will put in the headers that you want to think about. That way you can see exactly what yours should talk to you about, what yours should give you relief in. You're important, and that's what we want to make sure that you get out of this journaling experience. That you're important. You need to take care of yourself. I'm going to read this little quote here. I know you can't see it because of the background, but I love the illustration. I love this part here. And that's where we'll end it for today's lesson. So it's an experiment. I thank you for joining me. But here on this page, it says, I've seen women insist on cleaning everything in the house before they could sit down to write. It's a funny thing about house cleaning. It never comes to an end. Perfect way to stop a woman. A woman must be careful to not allow over-responsibility to steal her necessary creative rests, riffs, and raptures. She simply must put her foot down and say no to half of what she believes she should be doing. Art is not meant to be created in stolen moments only. So, thank you again for joining me. I have enjoyed meeting you through my Facebook page. Come on back tomorrow at noon to see our next topic. But today, maybe you could practice doing that self reflection. Think about, are you one of those that is a me? Are you one of those that always is a giver? Do you take time to reflect? Do you take time to purge things that aren't working for you in your life? It is very freeing and takes the weight off of your shoulders. And then when you get a chance to go back and look at your journal after you've finished many pages, or even after this week, think back of what it did for you. All right. I will see you again tomorrow, but always look for the things that are coming into the comments section of my posts. Have a great day. Bye.